These are some of the books and some of the parts that we're going to deal with in building this motor for the Dio. It will consist of a 54 millimeter cylinder, which is water cooled from both the head right here separately and in the cylinder right here, and the rest of it is air cooled, which is different. We'll just have to see what it does. I know what the other racing cylinders do that are 54, 55 millimeters, so we'll see what it does. These are some of the racing carburetors I own. This is a Kian. These are not copies or knockoffs. Which copies or knockoffs aren't that bad. But this is a Kian Sedco, which cost me buku money. This is your standard Mikuni 28 millimeter D-slide. I've had some problems with this one. I don't know why. And there's probably, I don't know why this one was giving me problems. It's got like a ghost in it or something. And of course, here's another one, which is brand new. And I'm going to have to go get my rifle because I've got a dog problem over here with my video. These are the books that I use. And to understand two-strokes, if you don't understand them or you don't understand how they work, or you don't have an older brother that's an expert, or you don't have Steve Van Treese or one of those guys handy, which, you know, I wish I did, but I don't. I have 4 books on two-strokes. This is the first one I bought. This is the second one. This one is like 45 or 50 years old. You can see it costs $5 in the day. But this book by Gordon Jennings right here is one of the best fundamentals for cranks, expansion chambers, port timing. It explains it in simple detail. All right, this one is really good for how things work, and it's an excellent book. These 2 other ones are by John Dixon and John Robertson, are very good books, but they're more complicated, and they get into more different experimental two-strokes, things like that, and they don't get into the basics as much as these 2. But I would suggest anyone that if you like these type of engines, that you buy these two-stroke books. This one used, which you cannot buy, was $100. I did not know that you could buy this online. I mean, excuse me, you could download this with a PDF, whatever the hell that is. And this one's about $50. But they're very good for understanding the basics of how two-strokes the engine works, how air is sucked into their intakes, how their intakes works, how the expansion chambers work on motocross bikes, and why they are so important, and how a bigger cylinder, a bigger intake, bigger exhaust is with this theory of horsepower, which means that if you can put more air and fuel through an engine at a given time, you will create more horsepower. That is why a V12 Ferrari engine is more powerful than a single-stroke 50cc engine, because it can put more air and fuel through it. That being said, that power, however it is created, you only have so much of it. Say we have 100% power, 100% of 7 horsepower, 100% of 600 horsepower in a Ferrari. Well, through gearing and timing and things like that, that total amount of power can be put to the rear wheels. Now, how you want to do it, let's just say, is you can get a racer that can race around corners very well. You can get a hill climber that doesn't go very fast, but it's got a buku amount of torque to get you going straight up that incline. There are all those different things, and that's what the pipes and the cylinders and the carbs and the your variators. And this is a drive face that I got at VT. This is cool. This is a really great drive face, but it's made for the dio drive, not the standard drive. It's a little bit bigger. You have to have the belt, and you have to have the special bell. But we're going to go over all the weak points of the machine, including your rear drive spring, which is center spring. I go through one of these every, I don't know, 6 weeks. I have to get a new one because of the power. I like these little Koso ramp guides. You can see the difference right here. Now, I asked Steve about these, and he said they don't make them anymore, and he couldn't get them. And I didn't know myself, but he went out of his way to find these. See, and that's what you get when you get solid gold service from vtcycles.com or his eBay site, which is fast. Shut up! Fast 2 wheels. And bit by bit, we're going to build the engine. I could take a bare block and where's my anti-aircraft sniper rifle? Fucker, don't you know I'm making a video? That's right, bitch. Leave. Anyway, I'm going to use my standard engine that I have in here, and I'm going to rebuild it. I'm going to take the head off. I'm going to rebuild it, and I have a special, let me think, what do I call it? It is a ruckus radiator, and I'm going to experiment with that radiator because that radiator is really, really good when I rebuilt the ruckus. And if any of you want to see my work on any of the 3,000 videos that I have, please go to my playlist, all right? And you will find the motorcycles, all the engines running. You'll find them racing. You'll find them going down the drag strip. You'll find me changing spark plugs. People, well, I can't find the videos. Well, you got to look. Now, this bike is old. I bought it brand new in '93. It's 24 years old, 25 years old. And I tried to rebuild it every year. Tried to repaint it. It's probably got more paint on it than anything else. But there are certain parts I can't buy anymore, like this part I'm looking for. Because after so many years from 2001, they stopped making them. So we're going to begin the engine build, but we're going to begin it by learning about the two-stroke. This may be long and many, many dozens of videos, but who knows, you know, maybe my grandkids will watch this and they'll go, you know, he was a crazy old fuck. Rock on.